Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. All right. Saw a little spark fly from the candle. That's your creative energy. You're doing something very, very important and very inspired. Divine says don't stop. Keep going. It's worth it. All right, let's get... Ooh, okay. Spirit is sending out all the cards. Oh, and look, just as I'm talking about creativity, inspiration was in the reverse. So you might not be feeling inspired about something that you had a really huge amount of passion for. It's something that you used to feel very inspired about, but lately you might be feeling defeated or deflated, kind of empty. Okay? That could be due to other circumstances that you're going through, the outlook that you have about a creative endeavor, something that you're very, very inspired. You're normally feeling very inspired about. Lately, you just haven't been feeling it. Divine says to have compassion for yourself. Okay? This is a temporary obstacle. It's temporary. And the circumstances that you're going through are also temporary. Divine wants to remind you of that. Okay? Because whatever this is that you have been inspired to do, to birth, to create, is divine. And so whatever is getting in the way of that, it's a test that is going to lead to your increased strength and increased focus as well. I feel like something has been taking your attention, your focus away from where it should really be. This could be due to external forces, other people, other situations that have been trying your patience. Divine says to lighten your load. Right now you feel like you've got the weight of the world on your back. This card has been coming out a lot. Divine says to remember who you are. Because there's something that you've been carrying on your back that you don't have to. It's not your burden. It's not your load to carry. Divine says that the obstacles that you're currently going through, you're here in this place. You're being encouraged to turn your attention internally. You're looking outside of yourself a lot. Divine says the good stuff is inside you. The really, really good stuff is inside you. Divine wants you to see yourself with a fresh pair of eyes. Divine says your eyes have seen so much. The word tragedy is coming to me. Some things that you've witnessed, some things that you've experienced may have felt like a tragedy. And you've been carrying a very heavy load because of these things that you've witnessed, because of these truths that you have become aware of. But these are truths that you've noticed outside of yourself. Divine says the really important truth is inside yourself. 4:44 on the timer. Divine is reminding you of your protection. Some of the things you've been going through might be related to finances. We've got financial health here. I love that there's a tree here because it's like, you know, your financial health can regenerate. Just because you might be going through a tough time right now does not mean that this is how it's always going to be. Your financial energy is always able to shift based on your mindset and based on the actions that you take. I'm getting the phrase doom and gloom. There might be something you're hearing in the news that's got you thinking more negatively about your financial status right now than what it really is, okay? There might be something that you heard from someone else that made you worry, or that made you feel like you're behind on something. There might be a situation that you're going through with another person that has upset you regarding your finances. You have the power to regenerate whatever it is that is currently stuck or stagnated. It's only temporary. Divine says you're a powerhouse. I'm picking up on Capricorn energy. You might have Capricorn energy somewhere in your chart. Also Jupiter. Okay? This could be Sagittarius energy or just planet Jupiter, okay? With good fortune, wealth, success. You have access to all of that. And Divine is saying to beware of the images that you're housing in your mind. What visions are you allowing to play and replay over and over again in your mental space? Because that has a lot to do with what then trickles down into the physical realm. In the ethers, you're abundant. In the ethers, you have everything you need. In your mind, that's what you have control over at this time. What's going on in your mind? Because whatever is going on in your mind, it's only a matter of time until that settles and manifests into the physical realm. You have a lot more power than you might be remembering right now. Yeah, see? Right underneath that, good luck. Good luck, good fortune, Jupiter, tap into that energy. Okay? You have access to reap, harvest from seeds you have planted in the past. Divine is saying there's something that you did in the past that will yield results. This could be related to your creative energy. You may have been doing something that you're passionate about that you've paused, you've put it on hold because you just don't feel inspired. But there's still a lot of potential there for growth. So don't give up on it. Reconciliation. There might be a concern about reconciliation with someone, but I also see this as you reconciling with your dreams, your goals, the things that are truly important to you. Divine says don't give up on it. Okay? Transformation and willpower. Yeah, see, when you're thinking of things, that goes back to your willpower. Like sometimes it's very easy to allow your mind to wander and for thoughts to replay in your mind that are just so negative. That's where willpower comes into play. Willpower isn't all about physical willpower and what you do with your body, which is important also, taking good care of yourself, but willpower is also important for your mental strength. You know? There's transformation that is happening. And that's why you are experiencing these obstacles right now. The change you're going through will be worthwhile. Please trust that. Okay? I want to go to these index cards. Oh, we got divine counterpart right there. Okay? So there could be a situation with a divine counterpart or a twin flame that you've been concerned about. You might be thinking about reconciling with someone, with the reconciliation card coming out. Okay? Either way, there's a lot of transformation that's going on with this situation. Pulling away to control or manipulate. So someone in a relationship might be pulling away in order to... What I'm getting is that they might be trying to harness control over the situation. Like they might feel that in connecting, they feel fear because of connection. So they pull away in order to try to control their world. Emotions might make someone here very uncomfortable, very afraid. And so they want to pull away. They want to create distance. Okay? Evil energy backfired. Someone may have sent you evil energy intentionally with spell work. It has backfired. Okay? There could be a Libra involved here. Either way, if there is a Libra involved here or not, or someone with significant Libra energy in their chart, this is pertaining to partnership, balance. There could also be legal issues that are arising. Engagement. There could be talk of an engagement or talk about or consideration of marriage here. Somebody might be considering therapy to talk their feelings out, to get more in touch and in tune with how they feel. This could be this person that's pulling away because they're very uncomfortable with their sense of connection. I feel like there's something here that just makes this person very, very uncomfortable about coming together with someone in a relationship. I feel like there is a point to which they are comfortable and confident, but then once certain topics come up that need to be addressed or discussed, it hits certain wounds inside them. Certain experiences that they've had, perhaps from long ago, or it could be recent. I feel like it's both. I feel like they've been through experiences in childhood that hurt them, and recent experiences as well that have left wounds. And so coming together with another person is comfortable, it's cool, we're good, until there's a roadblock. And that roadblock feels like something that triggers an emotion that's uncomfortable because of a wound. So it could be that therapy would be helpful, or they may be considering therapy, okay? The person pulling away, that could be you or someone else. I feel like for a lot of you, it's someone else. Okay, let me pull some of these cards to get some clarity on what's going on here. Okay, there's a chaser here. There's somebody who is pursuing a relationship. There's someone who's pursuing a relationship or contact. They might have fear of being abandoned. They're reaching out. You know, I kept hearing this song today, Addicted. It's by Ryan Leslie. It's got Cassie in it and Fabulous. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. I'm addicted to you. You're my addiction. There's somebody who feels like they're addicted to you. They want you. Now, for some of you, this could be how you're feeling about someone else, okay? But I feel like for most of you, this is how someone is feeling towards you. They want you. But then what I'm getting is that they start pulling away during certain situations. And they pull away in order to, yeah, you know what I'm getting is an avoidant attachment style. Avoidant or dismissive. So they chase, they chase, they chase. But then when something happens that makes them uncomfortable or that touches I'm getting a mother wound. That's what's coming through. So this person might have a mother wound. And so there's something about the relationship where when it touches that mother wound, it activates pain and fear, and then they start to pull away in order to control, to regain control. We've got the dragonfly. I almost wore my dragonfly earrings, but they were gold. They didn't match. So, but that was on my mind when I was getting ready for this reading. Is for me, dragonflies signify illusion. Okay, so when there's an illusion of something that's not real. Okay, this says lighthearted, finding out. Yeah, finding something out. Finding out that something is different than what you thought. Okay, things coming to light. Exactly. Adapt, change, and heal. So I feel like you're becoming very aware of this person's avoidant behavior. Maybe since there's talk of engagement or marriage, you could have been in a long-term relationship with this person, but I feel like there's something that you're just becoming aware of. So the relationship for some of you could be younger, could be newer. We just had 1717 on the clock, so we're talking about healing and hope. That's the star energy, card 17 in the tarot. So this definitely calls for a time for healing, but you're becoming aware of a certain dynamic between you and this person, where you realize that if this is going to work out, healing is definitely needed. Okay, now, not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, a lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So the person you're dealing with could definitely be feeling like they're not enough. I feel like that's a fear deep down that they have, whether they state it or not. Their biggest fear is that they're not enough for themselves, for you, for the world. In fact, they could be this person that's carrying the weight of the world on their back because of all the insecurity that they feel. They feel like they don't measure up to you, beautiful being. I'll leave that out. This one fell out. Girl with a snake, empath, and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enabled, and boundaries. So you have empathic gifts and abilities. You might have a relationship where there is an empath narcissist dynamic. Okay. Some of you will choose to heal this situation and some of you will not. Okay, for some of you, with this potentially being you with the weight of the world on your back, I feel like you're considering reconciliation. And what's coming through is it really depends on, if reconciliation is on the table, it really depends on this person's willingness to work through their issues in a very honest way. Going to therapy is not enough. It's about the amount of effort and intention they put into it. A lot of people will tell you, oh, I'm in therapy, but they play games while they're sitting there. It's a game to see how much they can confuse the therapist, to see if they can run games on the therapist. And then they've got a check in the box. And no matter how much a narcissistic person might suffer, it's still not enough many times for them to do what is needed in order to align themselves with divine truth and honesty. There are people who have narcissistic traits and tendencies, or even NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, who really do turn themselves around, and I applaud them. But the majority of narcissistic people are, I won't say that they're born narcissistic, because it's something that sets in usually during early childhood years, but they usually leave this earth as a full-blown narcissist. And that's just the honest truth. And I would say to you that the number one thing that you should consider in this situation is your own mental health, your own well-being, and peace of mind. Okay? Thank you, Divine. What archetypes are at play here? What does this beautiful being need to know? Student. So there's a lot that you're learning. You're very humble and devoted to knowledge. You have an openness to lifelong learning. So, especially if you're an empath, there could definitely be a situation here where you're wanting to heal someone, you're wanting to learn a lot about them. Divine, tell me about the person that they're dealing with. Scribe, preserving knowledge and information. So the person that you're dealing with could be really trying to learn. They might be really trying to gain wisdom and understanding. They might be reading to learn about themselves. They might be watching videos. I feel like they're taking in information in order to learn more about perhaps their feelings, the struggles that they're having within your relationship. Okay, let me pull some tarot. We've got the World and the Knight of Wands as I split the deck. So somebody's inspired and passionate. Also, it looks like there's a cycle that could have potentially ended. What I'm getting there is that you may have ended something with someone, and someone is coming in with a lot of passion and inspiration. We'll get some information on this. Yeah, and see, I'm thinking of that song again. I'm addicted to you. Yeah, it's like somebody is coming in with force. And it feels like they're trying to convince you of something. I wrote the lyrics down because I didn't know if Spirit was going to bring the song through. But, okay, so it says in that song, when I'm looking in the mirror, honey, you are all I see. And it could not be no clearer that I need you here with me. So somebody really wants you. But I thought this stanza was really, really interesting. It says, listen and you will find that your heart beats for me. Girl, I hear the sound and it only gets better. So what I took from that was like there's somebody trying to convince you that your heart beats for them. How you gonna tell me who my heart beats for? You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. Like, I mean, it's a cute song now, but how is anybody gonna tell you who your heart beats for? It sounded like he was trying to convince her that she lives for him. That sounds unhealthy, very. But it's also this convincing energy. So this person that you're dealing with may have tried to convince you over and over again that, yes, we're meant to be together. Because that's what narcissists do, as they are love bombing the hell out of you. Okay? But they don't keep that same energy. Right? So it's that for a day or two. And then once they feel like you have invested in them and they've got you wrapped. See, that's what I'm seeing here with the girl with the snake. If you look at that, like the snake is like wrapped around her. So once they are wrapped around you, then they become their true self again, doing all the same old ish that they were doing before. Now, I was playing that song, and then right after, the song that came on just automatically, that played on my app, was Jay-Z, Top Off. And as the song begins, he says, I ain't gonna stop. I ain't. You know, he just keeps saying, I ain't gonna stop. And so what that said to me was that whoever this is that's chasing you, chasing, that's why that chaser card came out. Whoever this is that's chasing you, they're not planning on stopping. So if you have given up on any efforts to reconcile, if this is not something that is in your, see, I feel like this reconciliation energy, now I'm feeling like this is this chaser. It's not you. I feel like for you, just like we saw the World and the Knight of Wands, it feels like that's this person's energy trying to chase you. Okay, we've got the Queen of Cups and Temperance. There could be a Sagittarius here, but I'm seeing you here as the Queen of Cups with this love energy of connection, nurturance. And all you really want is temperance. You want peace, you want balance, and perhaps you want something to be over, right? Divine, tell me more about this situation with this beautiful being. Okay, so it's pretty clear. You want nothing to do with this. I feel like you are very clear on the fact that this is an addiction for this person. You are their addiction. This one came out first. And at the bottom of the deck, Judgment. I'm gonna take this one, but also we've got the Empress there. You are the Empress. I feel like that's why this person is addicted to you, because so far you're seen as not only the Queen of Cups, kind, loving, caring, and based in true connection, right? Who wouldn't want to be around that? But you're also being seen as the Empress. You're beautiful, you're fruitful, you're abundant. This person is very well aware of all of your beautiful qualities, and they want in on it. They may have promised you that they're going to go to therapy. They may have tried to tempt you with an engagement ring. They may have told you that they're your soulmate, your divine counterpart. What I'm getting is that you do have a divine counterpart, but it ain't this one. It ain't this one. They may be trying to distract you from your true divine counterpart. That's what's coming through. I don't always have to pull cards to get truth, okay? So it's just coming in. Thank you, Spirit. Beware of that. This person may be trying to distract you because they know that there's someone who truly is your match. And the more time, energy, and effort that you put into this person, they feel like they're just racking up on your energy and siphoning from you what could actually be useful, as you would contribute to someone else who would truly love you and be in a balanced, harmonious relationship with you. Okay, so we've got Four of Cups here. I see that you are not interested in any sort of emotional connection with this person. I feel like you have been I'm hearing that song, been around the world and I can't find my baby. So I'm feeling like there were times where this person tried to con you into chasing them, and you couldn't find them. They were nowhere to be found. Maybe they had you in some sort of loop where they were torturing you in some way. There could have been other energies. Yeah, look, with this Three of Cups here, this person has gone around involving third parties, potentially against you. And you were wanting to get answers and get peace of mind and maybe work things out at that time. But you spent all that energy and you realized, we gotta cut this shit out. You wanted balance and you wanted justice, and you did exactly what you needed to do in order to get the justice that you deserved. Because you realized that this person was up to nothing. I wanted to say they're up to no good, but they were up to nothing good for you. Nothing good for your relationship, nothing good for your bond between you. And so you cut it. For those of you who are already partnered and committed in a committed relationship with this person, this Justice card could signify a divorce, potentially. So this could be someone that you already have separated from or divorced from, and now they just want back in. Because they realize now what they had, and they lost it. They lost it. But they're addicted to you. That's their problem. That's their problem, that they're addicted to you. I feel like with this Three of Cups being right beside the Devil card, they were up to absolutely no good involving third parties. And with this Ace of Wands here, oh my word, like they were probably, I wouldn't put it past them to have been having orgies. Okay, I mean, these three cards together, the Devil, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, this person was into some crazy stuff behind your back. Only take this message if it resonates, okay? Please use your discernment and know if this is your reading. So what you did was you allowed truth to bring you to a space where you were able to let go. You had an awakening that led you to truth. You realized that you had to let this person go. And if this person involved you in any sort of third-party situations where friends were involved or people that you knew that they were connecting with in order to betray you, I feel like some of you have already done this, but Divine is definitely saying, cut them out too. Because anyone that this person is still involved with, you don't want to be associated with them either. I mean, depending on the level of maturity of the person, okay? If a person is very pure of heart, but they just check on this person every once in a while, okay, maybe there's an exception that you could make. However, if there's any of these third-party people who were sort of booed up with this karmic, I'm gonna go ahead and call them a karmic, and it's crazy that they were trying to present themselves as a divine counterpart. But if they were involving themselves in some sort of friendship or relationship with this karmic, and they're still trying to mention their name to you, that's one of the nastiest things that a person can do. Knowing damn well that you are done with this person and that this person caused chaos, wreaked havoc in your life, and then they come around and mention their name to you. That is strategic. They want to get a rise out of you, and they want to punish you. So please recognize what that is and realize that if you need to cut somebody out, okay, with this sword of justice, honey, do it. Okay? I'm talking about figuratively, of course, but go ahead and do it. Because now I'm looking at this reconciliation card and I can see this is not what you want. You may have thought about it from time to time. You may have considered it, simply because with this Ace of Wands, I do see that this is a very sexually charged person. And perhaps there was something interesting or tantalizing about some experiences with them in the bedroom. But you are so wise that you realize that none of that would ever be worth it. None of that would ever be worthwhile, considering what you went through in order to cleanse your energy from this person's toxic hold, okay? This could be why you have had some stagnation with your inspired ideas and creative energy, because that did come out in the reverse. So Divine says, take out that sword, cut those cords, those energetic cords, with your sword of justice, because this ain't nothing but the devil trying to come through with their tricks. This could be a feminine or a masculine, okay? I don't get a vibe really of either one, because the only way I'm seeing them represented here is the devil. They definitely wanted you chained. And you know why? Because they realize that they are so weak. So that's why this person is addicted to you, is because they are so low vibe. Let me get... So they're low vibe, and all of their tricks and going around doing things to embarrass you and to yeah, because see, with that narcissistic energy coming through there, this person, when they did things against you, they wanted to embarrass you. They wanted to compete with you. They wanted to put you in a place where you would feel alienated, isolated, and small, so that you would come crawling to them, begging for them to be in your life. They thought that the messed up shit that they did to you would make you beg for them to remain in your life. But all it did was open your eyes to what a pitiful being this person is, and you said, no, I don't want it. Take your devil energy and your third parties and get the fuck out of here. That's what you said. And then, yeah. Look, I'm getting the whole story in my head. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so this person may have involved your sibling somehow. Okay, they may have tried to get your family to side with them. Okay, this person may have tried to poison you. If this is not physical poisoning, then this was energetically. They were trying to poison your aura, because your aura is just a little too bright for them to be able to bear it. See, when you go out with this person, or when you went out with this person, all attention went to you. And they hated that. And so they just wanted you to have a bunch of toxic energy in your life. But what I'm getting is also that this person may have also tried to poison you. I'm hearing in order to subdue you. In order to subdue you. You had too much fire. This is what this person is saying, that you had too much fire, you had too much energy. Yeah, because you did energy work. And that's what kept you, potentially what kept you alive through this situation. Because whatever they tried to poison you with, it didn't work because you were protected. You kept your energy beautiful. And even when you were struggling, which who wouldn't struggle through a situation like this where you have a whole lover, or this could have for some of you, this could have been a really close friend, and for some of you this could have even been a sibling. Okay, so I'm not getting the romantic connection there, but for some of you that could apply, that this really toxic person was a sibling that tried all this with you. But because of the energy work that you did, it's game over, and that's why this person is so afraid. Divine, tell me about what's going on with this person at this time. Why are they so addicted to this beautiful being, and why are they chasing them? Yeah, so now this person is in isolation. That's what they wanted you to feel. But now they're over sitting in the corner asking, where are my friends at? Where are my people at? So all those people that they were gathering with, talking about you two, betraying you with, they're nowhere to be found. You know why? Because this person got exposed. People started to find out and figure out, put 2 and 2 together. Because this person was telling everybody that 2 plus 2 was 55. And they were like, wait a minute now. And they started putting it together correctly and taking off their rose-colored glasses and seeing this person for who they really are. So now this person feels isolated and abandoned by the very people that they connected with in order to betray you. They see your spiritual gift. They see you using your spiritual gift. You're not going to be here anymore. You're going to be here because you're going to cut cords with this person and you're going to release the energy that they have been sending you. We have 4111 on the timer. You are protected with your new beginning. Your self-love is protected. This person, yeah, this person is in complete fear without you. Because they know that it's over. They know that they see you living in your abundance. You could be a divine feminine. You don't have to be. But they see you living in your beautiful divine energy and they want some. They want some. Yeah, so there's something that this person realizes about you where you're protected. You're energetically protected, but there also could be someone physically in your realm that they're scared to sort of approach. It could be either someone that you're living with, maybe a friend that you've been connecting with, and there's somebody who wants to protect you. It's someone who cares about you. Okay? Look at that little dog right there. He ready to attack too. He's like, come at me. But this is somebody who, this could be a masculine, someone who wants to fiercely protect you. This could be someone that you're interested in now, someone that you are attracted to, or someone that is in your realm. You might not even know who this person is, but it's someone who speaks up for you. They might know this karmic, and perhaps they have spoken up for you to protect you because they see all the foolishness that this person has done. Also, divine is saying that your fortune, your abundance, your good luck is protected. So financial health came up in the beginning of the reading. You may have worried about this person attacking your financial health or your finances. This person may have done something really shady. If you have a business, or maybe if this is a sibling, they could have done something really funky with an inheritance, something really shady. Okay? But somehow they tried to siphon your financial abundance. Divine says that it's protected with these two cards here together. Okay? Yeah, oh, okay, so you got a lover here. So I feel like this is a new lover. This could be this person who is guarding you, who cares for you. This could also, what's coming through is, this could also be a friend that you're talking to who would like to be a lover, but they're very protective over you. Okay, for some of you, this is a sibling who wants to protect you. It could be someone who's aware of the situation and they're taking interest in it in order to protect you, like they want to stick up for you. Thank you, Divine. Tell us more about this narcissistic person, or this situation with this narcissistic person, and why they're chasing the collective, why they're addicted, and I see I'm getting harassing. Okay, we got Jolene. Okay, so this could be a situation where somebody tried to take somebody's man, right? That's what the song is about. She's saying, I'm begging you not to take my man. So this person, this narcissistic person, was very jealous of you. They felt like whatever it was that they had in their life, that you could easily take it away. And that makes sense because you're seen as beautiful and abundant, and they're seen as very fearful. So with this person being full of fear, they were fearful of you taking something away from them. Blackballed, ostracized or excluded from a group due to disapproval or negative actions, intentionally shut out. So this person wanted you shut out from a group. Maybe that's why that 3 of Cups came through. They wanted you to feel alienated and alone. And isn't that crazy that now they're sitting over there feeling alone and abandoned? Because that's why that card came through where it said evil energy backfired. That's why this person is now, even though they blackballed you and tried to get you alienated from a group, they're sitting over here watching everybody else live their lives, and they can't get in where they can fit in. There's nowhere for them. There's no place for this person because of all the ish that they did trying to force you out of a situation. This person went to great lengths to try to alienate you. You know, for some of you, this wasn't a lover. This was like a demented friend or person who was in a social group or something. And maybe they tried to take someone away from you. With the Jolene card coming through, you know. Recovery. You're in recovery. That's what matters most. You're at peace. Divine says to rest, because I feel like you've been through a lot. Like this kind of social stuff where people are evil. They're using evil energy. And I'm going to look in the energies of affliction deck as well to see what they may have specifically been doing against you. Okay? Because that'll be a part of your recovery. Knowing what this person was doing and healing from it. You've also got chosen family. So you have people that you are attracting, if they're not already in your life, who are helping you to recover from this tragedy. See, that's what came through early in the reading. I said it feels like you've gone through a tragedy. This is nothing but a tragedy. Okay? When you feel like someone is attacking you, they're addicted to you, this person could be trying to get to you in very strange ways. They might be calling from fake numbers. Okay, what I'm also getting is that this person with the financial abundance, them trying to get to it, if you have a business or if you have something where you are in the public with something that you sell, this person could have been doing really shady, messed up things regarding your business. I'm getting fake orders. They could have been putting in fake orders. They could have been trying to waste your time going back and forth with emails and correspondence, but then never like purchasing anything or locking anything in. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to waste your time. Just wanting to waste your time and your energy because you are a focused person. That's what I'm picking up from you. You're focused and you're driven. I think that was, I had said that Capricorn was coming through. That's hard work energy. You're a hard worker and you're very dedicated. And this person saw that. They saw your abundance and they hated that you were so driven with your endeavors. And so they just wanted to take your energy away from you, funnel it into something that didn't even matter. But you know what they were doing was siphoning your energy for themselves. And I feel like, see, with that Justice card, you cut this person off. Now they have no way to siphon your energy and they feel lost. They feel lost, weak, and afraid. And that's why they're coming back to you in this pitiful energy, wanting a piece of you. Let me look in this energies of affliction deck to see. Oh, this came over. Oh, look. Emotional need to belong. This person has no one. They want to belong with you. They feel that they belong with you. But anybody who's trying to siphon your energy, they don't belong with you. They are a karmic, and they need to go mind their business, and they need to go heal, and they need to go, just like you're having to recover from the shit they did to you, they need to go recover and heal themselves. Okay? Because what I can tell you is you're going to do nothing but win from this whole situation. I'm hearing all I do is win, 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 no matter what. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. And it doesn't matter what this person did to you, tried to do to you, is trying to do to you, or is planning to do. It doesn't matter. Divine is going to shut it down every single time, because you are worthy and you are full of love, and you never came at this person in a negative way. You never did that. You never did anything to this person. It was just your sheer energy, your aura, that sparked this confusion within them, these narcissistic demons that live inside of them. That's what happened. You triggered something inside this person, and now it's up to them to decide, am I going to take this situation and heal these demons? Am I going to understand these demons and these shadows so that I can heal myself? That's what they need to do. That's what Divine is encouraging them to do. Okay? But you have no responsibility for this person. Okay, let's see if there was any, or what, because we know that there was evil energy that has backfired. But Divine, what was this person, this narcissistic person, doing to bring harm to this beautiful being? What were their tactics? Elemental hexing. Rituals using the power of elemental forces to create harmful imbalances or manipulations in a person's life. Earth, air, fire, water. Okay. They might call themselves a kitchen witch, or, you know, an earth witch, fire witch. They might like candles or something like that. Okay. Invisible curses. Curses are energies cast without the person's awareness, causing ongoing misfortune or distress. That's what they were trying to do to you. Trying to drain your energy. What I'm getting is that the same demons that they summoned against you are now attacking them. That's why they feel lonely. That's why they feel abandoned. Those demons that they made pacts with, they were unable to fulfill whatever sort of payment they promised them, because that's how demons do. That's why you shouldn't even work with those lower level energies, because they always come to collect, and whatever you give them is never enough. So eventually what they will do, those demons will turn on the people who summon them, and they will siphon their energy as payment. They will always come back to that person in order to get the payment for whatever it was that they did. That's exactly what's happening. Look, spirit possession, they were trying to possess you. They may have been trying to access your dreams. They may have been trying to access your physical space. What I'm also getting is that this spirit possession was not just spiritual, but this person may have come onto your property and tried to either cause fear. They may have broken the law and broken into your home, broken onto your property and messed with something. They may have disturbed your pets. Okay, like if you keep pets outside of your home, or if you have an area outside your house where you keep a pet, they may have tried to attack your pets. That's for some of you. This person, it's not just narcissism. It's like psychopathic actions and tendencies that they're dealing with. That's what's coming through. That's the energy that's coming through. Spirit possession, the control or influence over a person's body or mind by a spiritual entity. Yeah, I told you, this person was calling on entities. And it was all fine and dandy until the entities turned on their ass and came to get their payment. Often affecting behavior or thoughts. So you may have felt drained sometimes, or you may have felt like you were seeing things but not clearly. You may have been thinking of things from a very negative perspective. But I feel like throughout this process, you've really learned, or you are now learning, to decipher between the energy that someone is sending you and your own energy. And see, that's what's so beautiful about a situation like this, is that you can read whatever books you want, you can watch whatever videos you like, you can, I'm getting that song, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. So you know what I'm getting? There is somebody who is going to treat you so well. That could be this lover that came through with that lover card. You, listen, there are so many blessings that this person cannot stop for you. Because this person has tried to block you from love. But let me tell you, you have not only the beautiful love within you, the love of the divine, but you also have love that you're attracting towards you. And that's another thing that this person hated, was that they saw how people react towards you. They hate that. They hate that people see goddess in you. They hate your divine energy because they don't have access to it. Because they're not willing to do the healing work that, yes, it causes, like, you got to go through shame, you got to understand your ego, you got to understand those wounds. It's work to heal, but they don't want to do that. Instead, they just wanted to siphon your energy, your divine light, and badmouth you to people. They wanted to blackball you. They wanted to take opportunities and situations from you that are divinely aligned. That's something that's coming through. Divine says that there's nothing that this person can stop for you. And if something did crumble in your world, seemingly because of this person, Divine says it wasn't meant to stand in the first place. It wasn't built to stand in the first place. So in a way, it's kind of like the cleanup crew coming through and saying, okay, that was built on sand, so we're gonna wipe that out and you're gonna get something better. This was not truly meant for you. It was a waste of your time, so that's gone. You're gonna get something better. Okay? But before, I was saying that you can read whatever books you want, you can watch whatever videos you like on spiritual warfare, but until you have been intentionally attacked by a being who is controlled by the darkest of demons, who has set an intention both day and night, constantly, to bring an end to anything positive in your life. There is no video that will teach you what spiritual warfare really is all about. There is no book, no course. You are now a master of energy because this person sent such evil energy your way that now you are sitting back watching it backfire. And now you're in your peace. And if you're not there yet, you're getting there. Trust me, you're getting there. Okay? I've been through this. I know what it's like. And when you come out of it, there is peace. I promise you. But there's nothing better to teach you how to work with your energy and how to know which thoughts are yours and which thoughts are being sent to you. Okay? All right, so all is well, beautiful being, all is well. Divine, oh, you know what? Because of the financial health thing, I want to pull from a deck for finances. Okay, I'm going to use this deck. I usually use my Maruk deck, but Divine was saying this one. So team building is at the bottom there. There are people around you that you're going to draw towards you. See, that narcissistic being was using the Three of Cups energy against you, but you're going to manifest people into your life that are here to support you. That's one reason why that chosen family card came through, because you're attracting all the goodness that this person tried to keep away from you. Divine, what does this beautiful being need to know about their finances, money? Time management. So look, that makes perfect sense, because if this person has been blowing up your phone, sending crazy ass emails, coming at you, look, in your bushes. I can see their crazy ass right now. Listen, who would that not disturb? Right? It feels off-putting when somebody's trying to get in your space when you have clearly told them to go away and to never come back and to forget that you exist. I know. But this is an opportunity to use not only time management, but also to take control of your mental energy. Put on your healing frequency music while you work on your business, or while you work on your career goals, or whatever it is that you felt distracted from. I got inspiration, so I feel like there's something that you're creating that perhaps this person was taking you away from, like just the energy of their obsession. That's just proof that they truly deep down inside know how amazing you are. No matter what they did to attack you, no matter what they did to blackball you, no matter what rumors they started about you and were going around telling everybody that you were the Wicked Witch of the West, or the evil this or that. Well, if you're so evil, why are they so obsessed with you? If you're so terrible, why can't they leave you the hell alone? Okay. So it's just proof that, yeah, you might have to, and don't stress yourself out, but you might benefit from putting in a little bit of overtime in your career goals. I feel like whatever nervous energy you may have had regarding this situation, if you can just channel it, and I know you can, but if this is something that resonates with you, channel that energy into your career goals instead of worrying about this person. If you need to do something in the physical realm to protect yourself, please do it. If you need to file a protective order, then do it. If you need to call law enforcement, call them. If you need to contact an attorney, contact one. Equip yourself with knowledge, because knowledge is power, especially in situations like this where someone is trying to invade your space physically. They don't have a right to do that. But take that energy after you've done what you need to do in the physical and set up your energetic protection. Use your herbs, use your oils, use your healing frequency music and your affirmations, and then rest your mind and channel that energy into your creations, okay? Anything else for this beautiful being? Yeah, okay, Divine says concentrate on your skills and your tasks. That's what this person was trying to do, was distract you. They just want to be a big ass distraction. That's all. I can't roll my eyes back enough. Okay? Yeah, and it's because I know this energy. I've dealt with it. And what I'll tell you is that when they do leave you alone, it's a big sigh of relief. And you start to notice, you know, and a lot of time, like that song by Jay-Z was coming through, I ain't gonna stop. They might pop up every once in a while. And when they pop up, it's because they are feeling especially afraid, especially abandoned, especially unhappy. But just remember, this person deserves none of your pity, none of your mental energy. As long as you ensure that you are protected in the physical and spiritually you are protected, just do what you came to this earth to do. They're saying Oshun, 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 Oshun. Ashe Mama Oshun. Okay, let's close with an Oshun message. Thank you, Mama Oshun. What message do you have for this beautiful being? This is card 22. Oshun of shame and regret, guilt, remorse, and self-loathing. Somebody's doing that. That might not be you. You might be regretting your choices with this person. I know they're regretting a whole hell of a lot. They're regretting losing you. But let's see what Mama Oshun is coming through with this message. The mantra is, I embrace the power of self-compassion. That did come through, the compassion card. And I said, have compassion for yourself. Initiation of shadows. Shame is a heavy and petrifying emotion that keeps you trapped in the past, because this person tried to pass a lot of shame onto you. And that might be something that you experience not only with them, but with the people that they tried to turn against you. So yeah, that's why this is coming through. It operates at the lowest vibration, limiting your ability to manifest positive outcomes and attracting more negative experiences. By confronting shame and choosing self-compassion, you elevate your energetic frequency and open the door to a brighter, more empowered future. What to do now? Confront the uncomfortable feelings and memories you'd rather forget. This shadow goddess embodies the guilt, remorse, and self-loathing that can haunt us, often affecting our behavior and relationships. Your past does not define your future or your present. Everyone makes mistakes and has regrets, but endlessly punishing yourself serves no one. Take a closer look at the burdens you've been carrying and consider laying them down. Embrace this opportunity for transformation and healing. Oshun of shame and regret may bring discomfort, but she also offers you a chance to release your past. Free yourself from the shackles of guilt and self-loathing. Acknowledge your mistakes, learn from them, and commit to a path of self-compassion. And I always say that as long as you learn from a quote-unquote mistake, it was not a mistake. It was an opportunity to get a lesson that otherwise you more than likely would not have gotten. Real talk, real talk. I tell myself that all the time. And it works because it's true. How else would you learn? How many of our parents knew everything to tell us and to teach us? How many of us had our parents in our life to do that? And I'm not blaming our parents. I'm just saying that, you know, whatever your parents didn't teach you, or any elder or person who helped raise you, you're going to learn it from life itself. And so we end up learning a whole hell of a lot, because usually there are not wise elders around us to teach us these things anyway. So life is our teacher. And so as long as you are open to get those lessons and to gain that wisdom, to extract that wisdom from every single experience, especially experiences like these that can be life-changing, life-altering. And what I'll tell you is that when you go through something like this, you wear a medal of honor, because first of all, you made it. Second of all, you're here healing yourself from the pain that it caused. And thirdly, you are doing the work that is necessary in order to continue to protect yourself from this demonic being that still tries to haunt you, only because they are constantly haunted by their mistakes, and there are really mistakes that they're making because they're not sitting there learning or reflecting on anything. So if you haven't patted yourself on the back, pat yourself on the back, because you're doing a beautiful thing. And I feel like this experience, what you've learned from it, you're going to teach so many people and support so many people who are experiencing some aspect of what you've been through. It's really tough to make it through something like this, beautiful being, but you have done it, and you're continuing to learn and grow from it. So pat yourself on the back, because you deserve it. You deserve a whole lot more than that too. And you're getting a whole lot more too. You're getting a whole lot of blessings. All right, beautiful being, I'm so grateful that you tuned in. Thank you so much. And also, I'm so thankful for all of your comments, your views, your subscribes. Thank you, your shares. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I love you. I love you. I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.